Hi, let's make Snorlax. We're going to start out with the basic shape. This is a rough sketch of Snorlax, so we have an idea on how to do it when sculpting in Nomad. I have made Snorlax before in clay, so I have an idea on how to make it. So we're going to start off with a default sphere, and this could be Snorlax head. I'd add Snorlax body, and gizmo it down. I'm gonna turn off the x-ray. This is the head and then the body. We can add Snorlax ears. We can use the cone. And we're going to gizmo this up, tilt it. We're gonna turn off the align and snap and just rotate this. We can then mirror it like this. And let's just validate so we can smooth the top portion. We can voxel it and just smooth this out. And use the gizmo tool to pull it up, make it smaller. I am going to, you know how it skips this? I think it's because of the snap tool. Let's do this and turn this off and see how it's more responsive, or doesn't snap is what the name is. And let's continue and flatten the top portion because Snorlax has curved ears and voxel. Just smooth this out. So what we're gonna do is I want the ears to be like taller. So I'm going to pull and pull more. This is the Y axis, and pull more. Okay. Then we can voxel this and use the inflate tool on the bottom part. Is the bottom part has a bigger base and lower the intensity, and just rotate and inflate like a curved object. Just continue and smooth like this. And I think it's too point it was too long. So let's just reduce that size. Now we can add Snorlax hands. Let's just add a sphere. And we're going to gizmo this to the side like this. So with Snorlax hands, it's an oblong. So we want to pull this portion, the x axis, and reduce this size like this. And just by doing that, it already looks like Snorlax. And we just tilt it down and pull it down like this. We want to make it slightly bigger, like this. So we have the shape. For the body, I can validate the roundness of it, so I can shape it. So let's pull this up as Snorlax has a flat base. And we can add Snorlax feet with another sphere. So let's pull this down, bring it to the side and front, make it smaller like this. And let's just make the y-axis shorter like this. Put it down. You can mirror this because Snorlax has 2 legs. You can view in Gizmo because Nomad is buggy. Doesn't pull out the Gizmo tool every now and then. Just want to have like a base there. Once we have that, we can add Snorlax ice. Let's do like a tube. Actually, I think I just want to do a box. Let's try this one. And we want the box to flatten. And the mirror is already doing its job. Let's pull this up and make it smaller. Let's make it more small. Oh. If it's doing that, just click on the box and you can change it more. You have Snorlax ice. For this to be visible, I'm just gonna color it black. Now that I'm doing this, I think it was better to use the tube tool. Because then we could shape it. But let's use the tube tool for the mouth. It's the tube. We want a slim tube. And let's pull this forward. I just want to snap it so it's completely flat. Just reduce the size. Up. Up. And it's inside the mirror, so we're going to pull that out. And we're going to color this black too, so it's visible like this. And I think I want a slight like this, slight smile. I do want it like smaller. Then the radius to be smaller. Let's see, like that. Let's do, I'm going to pull this towards the face. Like this, and this one too. Oh. Okay, let's do that. Put it towards the face, like this. Snorlax to be slightly smiling. A slight smile. Like this. Now we have somewhat of a shape. Trying to think if, I think I might need to redo the eyes. Let's do tube tool, add tube. Do a small one Actually, let me just clone the mouth. Clone, pull it to the mirror, and then just pull this up. So this is the tube, and we're gonna delete the box. So now we have the eyes. Well, this is just the mouth, but now there are the eyes. And let's shape it. You want it to be touching body. Like this. And you just want it to be touching more of the body like this. Oop. I don't like how Nomad decides to pull it up even though you only want it to move in one side. Okay. It looks like Snorlax without the shape. Next, I think we should do the inner face. Trying to think the best way to do it. We can add another. I'm gonna add another sphere like this. I think this should be best. And then we can just do the triangle here. So by this, we can see the outline of the face like this. And now by having this, I have the outline of the shape. And I do want the forehead shape. So what we're gonna do is use the either thinking of the clone tool, or we could use the box and tilt it. I think the cone is better because it's already shaped that way. You can just validate this, pull it up, and then do the flip like this. And you can just like pull that back like this. Actually, hopefully this will work, because now I'm thinking maybe the box tool was better. You can see how where I'm going with this. I hope you can see it, but see how Snorlax has an eyebrow on the face. So I do want to negate that from where we're subtracting the face. So let's do, okay. I'm going to do hide this and then pick the circle. And it's boolean that out. Do like a 150. And see how we have the shape now. I think it might be too big, so let's do that again, but erase it and boolean it like this. I think that looks better. And so we're gonna duplicate the head. I should rename these. So, because now I have too many objects. Okay. Now that I've renamed it, let's do the face. I am going to duplicate the head, so because we're going to boolean it out. So let's duplicate the head. I'm also gonna duplicate the face because right now my head is thinking like, oh, am I doing this right? So we have a backup copy. Let's do, so I'm gonna negate the face like this and then do the boolean it to the body. Let's do 150. So now we have, I'll show you. We have this like face. So now we want to do the same with the head. So I want to duplicate the head, clone it, and then with this one, with the outer one, I want to negate. So let's do that one. So now we have the face. You can't see it right now, but let me just color the whole thing so it's more clear. Let's do Snorlax color. This is like a dark, maybe like this. And let's do the lighting. We're just removing the grid so it's clear. And then we want to do the face with the lighter color. Let's gizmo this forward. What? It's not gizmoing forward. I think it's bugging out. Either it's bugging out or I did it wrong. Let's do voxel again. I might have done it wrong. Yes, for some reason I can't do the gizmo tool. But okay, let's do that again. So we have the shape. And I just want to, we just want this one back here. So that's what we were doing. So now I have a face. So I'm just going to trim this back portion. Oh, I think my iPad's too small for this, but so I have this one. And then I'm going to boolean this out. So I delete this and then the head. Okay, let's do the head again, clone. This is what I did earlier, but we're just going to redo it. Okay, so now I have this one. Let's voxel. I think maybe the voxel part might have lost the, so we have this one. And we're gonna duplicate the face again because we are going to pull the face with it. Okay, so let's do this and boolean again. Okay, boolean. So we should have, why can't I use the gizmo tool? Oh, I think it's bugging out. Okay, I might need to restart my Nomad. So, hey, I'm back and I've restarted Nomad. And so far, I think this is what we were looking for. So if you pull this out, this should give you Snorlax face. Just to pull it out. His face disappeared. Like, maybe just slightly like this. We have his face. And let's do the same for his belly. So we duplicate the body, make it slightly smaller, pull it out. Wait, let me change the color so we can see the difference. So I want to make the outline of his body, the shade for his body like this. So we have that. I mainly want the shape, so it doesn't need to be perfect because it's just copying this side of Snorlax's body. You kind of want this to be flatter. Like this. Okay. So once we have that, let's duplicate the main body. So clone. And then this one is no. We're doing this twice. Okay. Let me duplicate these. Okay. And then let me clone this one too. Apparently, because we're doing this because Nomad doesn't have the part where it separates the I forgot what it's called, but in Photoshop you can like exclude. I think the word is exclude. But let's try boolean. Oh, let's make this bigger. Okay. That. So now we have this one, which is what we want to do the opposite, to split it. So once we have this body, this is the outside. So if we we just want this one. If we want to pull this one, sorry, I'm lagging. So we want to, let's just voxel this because this will be the shape that has the concave. As you can see, it's hollow. Let's rough around the edges. Let's see if I can do X-ray. And then, what did I voxel too much? Maybe I shouldn't voxel. Okay, so we have this shape, and then the body. Oh. Okay, the body is this one. So we have this body. I want to clone this. Actually, that was the clone we just made. And we want to boolean this out. Okay, so what we're gonna do is let's just clone this so we have a copy and invisible with the original body and boolean. So now we have the belly, the middle belly, which we can color. Oh, let's remove the X-ray so it's visible. Oh, actually, that's a little funky. I think it's because it was too near to. I think it's. Let's voxel. What the? What's happening here? What? Okay, maybe I don't voxel. But then, let's do. What is happening? Oh, it still has this thing. Huh, interesting. So if I voxel this, oh wait, that looks fine. So let's voxel. What? Oh, okay. I have this one. I don't know what happened, but let's just do voxel again. And I'm just gonna smooth this. Let's do voxel and smooth. Okay, it looks better. I don't know what happened, but I'm going to make the background just different color from Snorlax. And be a green. Just so we can see him better. I want to, let's validate the feet. Let's validate. Okay. We want to, what? Okay. We want to use the drag tool. His feet are flatter. Like we want to flatten the feet. Like this. Just pull it forward. And color it. Now, I think all we're missing are the nails. So let's do the cone. And we can pull this out like this. And then let's just do the snap tool. So it rotates like this. And we can pull this down. Make it smaller. I think the green is weird. Maybe like I'm just gonna do like that. I think it hurts my eyes. Okay, let's pull this inwards towards the feet. Up. Okay. And then maybe let's unsnap. And then we can now, actually, let's do instance and then pull this in the middle. And then instance again and pull this on the side. So that will be his 3 toes. Want to rotate this like this. Then pull it like this. And then adjust it so that it looks better. Actually, I think it's way off center. Okay. And then we can just validate. And then maybe, I think inflate tool is good. Let's do inflate like this. So you see the difference? Like inflated, it's like more round, which is what we want. Let's voxel the nails. And then let's make it stubbier. Actually, if I use the gizmo tool, it doesn't affect for the other nails. So I'm just going to use the drag tool and then just pull this pointy thing inward. And let's do like that. Okay. And just pull this down because it's Okay, that looks better. Let's use the drag tool. And let's make the feet flatter. Like this. Okay, we have Snorlax feet. I think it looks a little off. Let me check my reference. No, it's because his toes are pointing outwards. So let's just select all of these, including the feet, rotate it outwards like this. And like that. We have his feet. And now what we're missing is Snorlax nails on his hands. So let's do hands. And let's create the same thing. Actually, let's just pull one of his toe feet and create a clone because we want this separate. And then just pull up like this and make it smaller. Yeah. So we have Snorlax fingers and we can play around with it. So that's this one we can, yeah, we can clone, but I want it to be like thinner. So let's do the drag. This one's slightly longer. Okay. And now we can create instances, like 5 of them. This we want, actually, I'm going to do the align so it's easier to move around. Oh, okay. I think this is better. And then let's do instance again. We want to create the second nail, the third nail, the fourth nail, just slightly rotating, and the fifth nail. Okay. We now have, oh, that looks way off. It's because this one, yeah, okay. Okay. This is still a sphere, so let's validate. And now we can drag this upper part like this. Let's grab the nails. Oh. Grabbed all the nails, the fingernails. And then we just want this one to point downward. Like that. Pointing downward. And pull it here. And let's just pull these up. Just pull these like that. Because the hand is like curved inwards. That's why it looks off. So now it looks better. And just make slight adjustments. I think creating this Snorlax, I think, is one of the easier ones we've made so far. At least for me. he has the basic shapes. Why is head off? Oh, I'll voxel this. Oh, what? There's something wrong with his head, but I think it looks fine right now. Okay. Okay. I think this is fine. Like, this is pretty good. Let's just smooth it out. And that he bothered with the head. Oh, I think we have a reserved one here. Okay. And let's save this. And I guess let's just merge the head and the body. Join voxel and smooth this out. I don't want to join the hands to the body. Let me actually do. I'm just doing an undo. Okay, body. Wait, where the? Okay, there's the head, and we want to grab the hands, but we want this one to validate this. We want to validate because so it combines with the other shapes. So let's do voxel. And then the head should be combined with the hands. Actually, let me do well, now we need to select all of the nails. What? Where's the other hand? Oh, okay. Just pull it down like this. That's why it looks off, because he's hunching over. Well, now this looks better. And I actually don't need to voxel. Okay. Sometimes you just need to play around and then suddenly it looks better. I think this Snorlax looks chunkier than I want, but that's fine. Oh, maybe I should have combined the ears to the face, but let's just leave this like this. And let's do a rotation. Yeah, this is a pretty cute Snorlax. I hope you like the video. Let's just remove the square parts like this. Just smooth it.